live here at Coe Riverside Farm, and we're getting ready to feed Zoe. Zoe is one of our two-fingered sloths here. We're gonna give her some breakfast. So Zoe's eating a little bit of rice right here, and she's still holding on to me pretty good, but she's gonna relax here in a minute. So Zoe is just over 1 year old. Her birthday was December 16th. And this is her area where she hangs out. You can see the cool trees and stuff. And as it starts to get warmer, right here behind me is her outdoor area. So she can go out there and hang out outside. Yesterday, Flash went outside and he was loving that being outside. It was nice and warm, so it was a good time. We're not doing an encounter right now. We actually don't have anybody booked today, so if you have some questions, feel free to write them here. I want to go ahead and thank all the moderators too that help out a lot with answering questions, because I can't always get to them. Again, we're here at Coe Riverside Farm. We have over 125 animals, and this is Zoe having some of her breakfast. And let's see if she'll kind of stretch out a little bit more over there. She's thinking about it. Can you guys see okay? What is she eating? She's eating rice. And then I'm gonna feed her a little bit of squash too, and she's gonna start getting weaned off that rice. But she just used the bathroom last night, and I think she's close to 10 pounds now, so she's getting to be a lot bigger than she was. Dash, our baby sloth, is a whole 2 pounds now. And so Zoe's getting a lot bigger. So did you know that sloths only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days? It's pretty crazy. Oh, you are munching to town. Let's see if I can move this a little bit closer for y'all. Sorry, I'm trying to reach out and grab this. There we go. Let's tilt this just a little bit. Is that better for you guys? Hey, Zoe. Turn just a little bit. So we're live here at Coe Riverside Farm, and if you've ever wanted to hold a sloth or feed a sloth, you can do that here at the farm. Ooh. You can see Zoe loves to be held. She's really sweet. And we're almost done with a bunch of the sloth shirts that we have coming online. So we have some sloths and some llamas, camels, kangaroos. But I love any ideas people might have, because we can't think of everything. How old is she? Zoe's birthday was December 16th. So she is 14 months old. Hope you dropped it, sweetie. Let's see if I can tilt this. There we go. You got it? I'm gonna try to tilt this camera just a little. Oh, you're eating it so good. You guys see her? She's being a sweetie. Yeah, the sloth shirts are really cool. And then on some of them, on the neck label, it'll have like a little sloth peeking out of it. So when you go to look at the shirt, the neck label will have like a little sloth peeking out of it. It's really cool. So guys, we're located in Benton, Tennessee. We're halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We have over 125 animals here, and we have 3 sloths. How crazy is that? So we have Flash, he's the oldest, and he's almost 6 years old. And then we have Zoe, she's just over 1 year old. And then Dash, he's our little bitty baby. He's only 6 months old. Are you liking that? Can you guys see her? She's like in heaven over here. You have the stuffed animal sloth? Oh, that's cool. So where's everybody watching from this morning? We're in Benton, Tennessee, and we're feeding a sloth this morning. Why is she so cute? Because she's Zoe at the Coe, and she's supposed to be cute. California, Big Bear City. Is that towards like Northern California? New York City. Awesome. Hey everybody. Kentucky. Awesome. Kansas. Tennessee. Hey Savannah in Tennessee. We love it when everybody watch. Belgium. Good morning. Texas. California. Virginia, Connecticut. Wisconsin. You got the good cheese, right? I love some good cheese. Arizona. I like Arizona because it's like you can start down and it's really hot, and then as you drive north, you gain all that elevation, and then all of a sudden you have snow. Pennsylvania, beautiful up there. I think my great-grandparents are actually buried in Pennsylvania. Idaho. I love Idaho. Northern Idaho, up there by Brundage Ski Resort. I've spent a lot of time up there, and I love it. Oh, Alaska, good morning. Nashville, you're close. You should come visit. Carrie King in Cleveland, Tennessee. You're a local. I hope you've been to visit. We have, for locals, we have a pet play and pet picnic, I think is what it's called. So if you have kids or just want to hang out, it's a great option. You can see that under events. Awesome win. Let's see, your son loves the sloths. He killed them. Oh, okay. All right. So Zoe's eating some rice right now, and sloths only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days, right? And she just used the bathroom yesterday. So she's a lot thinner than you saw. So when they use the bathroom, they lose 30% of their body weight. Can you believe that? So imagine you weigh 200 pounds and losing 60 pounds. It's crazy. Good morning in Pennsylvania. How you doing? So Zoe's got a pretty big appetite this morning. How far are we from Charlotte? Well, not too horribly far, but if you were driving, I would say from Charlotte, it's probably a solid 4 hours. But you could also just fly into Chattanooga. Hey Carrie, what all does she eat right now? She's eating rice. She already munched through her squash or zucchini, and then she munches on some spinach leaves. And she'll start transitioning to more of that solid diet. And occasionally the sloths get fruit, but we don't feed them too much because we have to monitor their gut bacteria. And how we do that is by looking at their poop. So we consider ourselves poopologists. So if their poop was too runny or too wet, we would know that their bacteria would be too high, right? And if it was way too dry, that would mean they didn't have enough bacterial growth inside their gut. And then what we would do is we would add fruit to her diet, because fruit has fructose in it, and that promotes bacterial growth. Now when they're in the wild and in the jungle, when they come down and use the bathroom, I was seeing if she wanted an apple, but she's not feeling it. When they come down and use the bathroom and they do the little potty dance against the ground, they get the sloth moth on them. Do you want another bite over here, sweetie? Hey, Zozo. Do you want another bite? She usually has a pretty good appetite. There she goes. So when they come down and use the bathroom and get their booty basically right on the ground, the sloth moth comes up on them and lives in their fur. And then when they're grooming themselves, They get all the bacteria from that sloth moth inside their mouth and inside their system. But here, there's no sloth moths, there's no stuff living in her fur, and she's just nice and clean and happy to hang out. A lot of people ask if sloths would be good pets. Nope, do not get a sloth as a pet. We are a licensed USDA facility, and we have over 125 animals. So we're basically a zoo, but we're better than a zoo. And we have lodging here too. We do horse rides, so lots of stuff. If I've missed a question, maybe one of the moderators can pin it or whatever. Well, thank you, Susie. The covered wagons are really cool. They're right on the banks of the Coe River. So you can look out the front and see the river, and then you can look out the back and see all of the animals. What state are we in? We are in Tennessee. We are in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Trying to see if I have any more. You're obsessed with sloths? Well, Tiffany, if you're obsessed with sloths, you're watching the right channel. I'm trying to get this food off of her, and she's like, don't touch me. And we have a bunch of really cool sloth coming to our store soon. How many do we have at our facility? We have 3 sloths, Flash, Zoe, and Dash. And then we have camels, kangaroos, llamas, iguanas, all kinds of fun stuff. I'm gonna see if I put the apple kind of with it, if she'll eat it. I'm gonna eat all that together. So we make sure that we give them a little bit of fruit, just to make sure we keep the bacteria growth where it's supposed to be. My favorite animal, Boo the camel is pretty cool. I really like horses. I don't get a lot of chance to ride here, but I'd love to. Are the kangaroos fighting? No, not really. Let's see if we missed a question. Okay. Good morning, Spring and Labs. Are we in Echoes in Tennessee? Yes, Cindy, that is correct. We are right on the banks of the Coe River. Technically it's Benton, Tennessee, but Echoe and Benton, Tennessee are pretty much the same place. But yes, Echoe. So there's a lot to do here if you know about the Echoe, whether it's rafting, kayaking, hiking, hanging out with these awesome animals, right? I mean, Zoe's just a sweetheart. Can people come see the animals? Yes. Just go to our website, CoeRiversideFarm.com. You can book whatever you'd like to do. Right now, those covered wagons are only 99 bucks a night for the month of February. The reason that's a really, really good deal is if you book lodging here, you get 20% off of your animal encounters. So, those wagons hold 4 people. As soon as you book like 2 experiences, you're staying for free. It's pretty cool. You want a little bite, Zoe? And the muralist is here, like the painter, you know, and they're painting the outside area where you normally see us feeding Flash out in the kitchen. And so it's gonna look really cool, and got rid of the fluorescent lights because that was horrendous, and have some LED lights that are being put in so that way it doesn't look like someone's kitchen in there. A lot of people, when they watch it, they think we're just at someone's house. But we're actually a 30-acre farm, and we're located in Benton, Tennessee. If you guys want to be added to our email list, you can submit one of those little lead form things on TikTok, and we've been sending out emails with deals and stuff like that. Yeah, if you want to hold Zoe, that is one encounter that we do. We also do just the regular sloth encounter with Flash, because Flash has never been held. And then we have Zoe, we have Dash also, who you can hold. So, and then we have Sloth Keeper for the day. So if you've ever wanted to spend all day with sloths, you can. What other questions do we have here? Let's see if we can bring this over just a tad so Zoe can be in the shot better. She wants to be a movie star. All right, is that better, guys? Oh, I gotta fix this one. All right. There you go. You want another little bite, Zoe? All right, I can definitely see the screen now. It's close enough. So if you guys have questions, feel free to write them. How do you get a sloth hug? You can come here and get a sloth hug. You can just go to our website at CodyRiversideFarm.com, and then you just look over at encounters or experiences, scroll down to where it says sloths, and pick which one you want to do. Does she like kisses? There you go. That's how she likes them. If her face is like right here face to face, you don't want to do that. Does she bite? Well, she's a little baby and she is learning just like a puppy, right? So we try not to put our fingers in her mouth. And if she's kind of nuzzling around or just being curious, if she starts to nibble, is we just tell people to turn their cheek, turn their head, but she's not like, I'm gonna eat you or anything. She's a sweetheart. Another piece of advice that I give people if they're coming to hold a sloth is do not wear just a t-shirt like I'm wearing if you have sensitive skin, because she's holding on, right? So wear something a little bit thicker. It is only about 80 degrees in here, so it's warm. So you're gonna get a little warm. And then also don't wear big hoop earrings, because when she's moving her little arms around, she's trying to grab onto anything that she can. Also, don't wear any strong perfumes or colognes or lotions or deodorants, because sloths have a very, very sensitive sense of smell, and we want it to be about the sloths. Can we feed them too while we hold them? So usually the feeding is done if you're just doing a normal sloth encounter. Occasionally Zoe will get snacks of spinach during an encounter, but if you want to be with all three sloths and feed the sloths and do a bunch more cool stuff, what you should sign up for is Sloth Keeper of the Day, okay? So what that means is that you're gonna spend 3 hours with all three sloths, and you're gonna be doing everything that we do. You get a Sloth Keeper shirt, you get a tracking bracelet that tracks wild sloths down in Costa Rica, and some of that money goes towards actually helping wild sloths. So it's pretty cool. Can you volunteer there? Well, we're working on doing some programs where people can volunteer. Basically, it'll kind of be like an experience because we're not a nonprofit, so the government has all kinds of crazy rules. Hopefully some of those we'll be able to figure out. All right, let's see. Birmingham, Alabama, good morning. How are you doing? Oh, we got someone else from Cleveland. Good morning, Christy. How are you? So this is Zoe. She is eating some rice. Zoe's birthday was December 16th. So she's 14 months old, or about to be 14 months old. How much could they eat? So sloths eat about 10% of their body weight every day, right? And then when they use the bathroom, which they only use every 7 to 10 days, they lose 30% of their body weight. Well, Steph, I think we're all God's favorite. Hey Kimberly, I love North Carolina. I used to live in Hendersonville. Hey Pied, we definitely don't recommend people have sloth as a pet. Their environment needs to be between 75 to 80 degrees, and you need 50% humidity. You have to feed them all the time, so do not get a sloth as a pet. We are a licensed USDA facility, just like a zoo, but even better. Hey Miss Donna, we are in Benton, Tennessee, or Ocoee, Tennessee. We are right on the banks of the Ocoee River. So we're halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. If you want to visit in June, when should you book? If you're looking for a weekend during the summer, I would book now. Because weekend sloth experiences, they are already booked out to almost May. So if you're wanting to do it during the weekend during the summer, I would book it now. The Sloth Keeper of the Day experience, which means it's 3 hours and you're with all 3 sloths. That is only running Monday through Thursday for a limited time. Okay, so that's 3 hours that you're spending with the sloth. The price is the same whether it's you or you bring somebody else. Okay, the first person has to be at least 18 years old because you're spending 3 hours with the sloths, right? The second person I think can be 14 years old, but it's the same price if it's 1 or 2 people. But you get to pick. We're not going to put a stranger in there with you for 3 hours. You saw sloths in Costa Rica? That is awesome. Costa Rica is really cool. Manuel Antonio, Terrialba, some beautiful rivers, the Ravenazon, the Erosi. It's gorgeous. Do they like to be cuddled? Yes. She will basically, when I walk in here, if she's in her hammock sleeping, she will come towards you and make her little sound. And she goes, oof, oof, oof. You know, that's the sound that she makes. Hey, Comfortable, I think. All the prices are on our website at CodyRiversideFarm.com. I hate saying them because I can never remember if it's like $80 for this or $99 for this or whatever, because there's so many different encounters. I am gonna get a sheet with it on it so that way I can remember, but there's a lot floating around in there. You were told that they were mean. Well, it's kind of like a dog, right? If you approached a wild dog that had been living in the wild and was never around people, and you picked up that dog and tried to hug it and squeeze it and cuddle it, the dog's gonna bite you. So it's kind of the same thing with wild sloths. They don't want to be held. They shouldn't be held. They have a living biome basically in their fur. So you shouldn't hold them. Zoe, I'm trying to do it so people can see your little face. And you can see she's about ready to go to sleep now. So I'm gonna try to raise these cameras up and we'll see if we can let Zoe go back inside her hammock. But yeah, this is what she likes. And when you pet, you wanna do long, slow pets, just like this. How do you pronounce the farm's name? Ocoee Riverside Farm. And we're located in Ocoee or Benton, Tennessee. And we're halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. And this is baby Zoe. And she just finished her breakfast. And she's doing what we all want to do, is take a nap. So, but she's a sweetheart. And I'm going to try to show you guys something else. All right, let's see here. This is an armadillo. So this is a 3-banded armadillo named Baku. And you can see that he's all curled up, and you can really see his little hairs there. Trying to show it to all the cameras. So he's a 3-banded armadillo from Brazil, and this is not a shell. This is actually his skin, so he's warm to the touch. And what's really crazy is he's gonna get to the size of basically a soccer ball. He'll be able to run almost 30 miles an hour and jump. Hey Jen, yep, Ocoee, Tennessee. Yeah. So, and sloths, 3-banded armadillos, and giant anteaters are all kind of related because they're all zothorans, and if you'll notice their claws are all the same, and they have the ability to fold themselves in half. And sometimes he'll open up. So I'm gonna hold him here for a minute and he'll probably start to open up. I'm gonna turn it like that so you guys can see. What are you doing, Zozo? She makes the cutest little sounds. He does come out. He's kind of thinking about it. Let's see if I can get it close. Isn't that cool? Is Zoe a baby? Yes. Zoe is 14 months old. So pretty cool. Let's see. I set the armadillo back down, and he's gonna run around, and I'm gonna get ready and put the camera up so you guys can see Zoe go back in her hammock. So give me just a second. Come on, Zozo. Let's see, adjust these. All right. We'll let her hold on pretty good. Sorry, it's just me operating the cameras. So you gotta forgive me for fumbling around here. I'm getting these set up so you guys can see her go into her bed. All right, let's come around the other side. Oh, sorry, Zozo. So what I like to do is let her kind of figure it out, right? Because she's a baby and she's learning. I'll turn so you guys can kind of see her head. You gonna climb around, Zoe? See how she's exploring and kind of learning her area? That's the reason all the animals are nice, because we feed them and we hang out with them. And I can't really see the questions from this far away. I need to go get some glasses. But if it's a really good question, just DM it to me and we'll answer it. All right, Zoe. Let's see if we can go in there. You got it. She loves to cuddle, right? I mean, it's, look at her. She's like, I can cuddle all day. All right, Zoe. Here we go. There you go. Yeah, you got it. Good job. No. You got it. She's just hanging out, and then she's gonna go to bed. There's the little armadillo again. He's like, I don't want to be picked up. So I'm gonna let him run around. Once he's running around, I'll tilt the camera down so you guys can see him. You guys see how flexible she is? It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna check and see if I'm gonna check and see if the kangaroos are out. And if they are, I'll show you guys the kangaroos. I'll be right back while you guys hang out with Zoe for a second. Alright guys, we're gonna head out and see if we can see the kangaroos and the llamas and stuff. So bear with me as I pick up these cameras and try not to drop anything on my head. So this is gonna be the mural inside the sloth room. How cool is that? So it's obviously not done, but it's gonna be really cool. I think that's waterfall is pretty awesome. Look at that. So we're making it look a lot better for you guys. Pretty excited. But I'm gonna come out here and show you guys the kangaroo.
Call me or text me. Easy to get. Thanks.
Look at these guys. Look how cute. Don't you want to come here and bottle feed them? They're so sweet. Let's see if we can lower this a little bit so you guys can see better. And we'll have these cameras up soon. Okay. Hey guys. So you can come here and bottle feed these. What are you doing? So the smallest ones are Tom and Jerry, and then the bigger ones are Rosie and Josie, and you can come and bottle feed them. And then we have 4 more kangaroos outside, which are Rough, Tough, Damani, and Alora. But these right here, you can bottle feed, and they love it. These 2 are male kangaroos, and then these 2 are females. So, and we just had a baby Scottish Highland cow yesterday. I think it's so cool. And we have some baby lambs that'll be here soon, baby goats, and can't wait for the baby kangaroo that's gonna be born. The baby kangaroo is already in the pouch, technically born, but they grow and develop a lot more when they're inside the pouch. And when you come and do a kangaroo encounter, you get to learn about all that kind of stuff too. It's really cool. So if you're just joining us, we're live here at Coe Riverside Farm. I'm hanging out with the kangaroos right now. And this is one of the things that you can come do. You can come bottle feed kangaroos here. Also the quadamundis are over here hanging out. And behind us is the camels and llamas. They're back in the other shelter. Right, Damani? Or excuse me, Rosie and Josie, Tom and Jerry. And Tom and Jerry is just like the cartoon. They chase each other around. Kangaroos love to eat shoelaces. It's hilarious. Let's show them. Let's show them. Come here. Look at these. How cute. This one is Jerry, and this guy's Tom. Look how cute Tom is. Hey, Tom. But they love to eat shoelaces. It is hilarious. And they will untie them, won't you? All right, guys, let's see if we can go show you a boo. I'm gonna flip these cameras around here. Hey, Ed. So this is Ed. He's our massive dromedary camel, okay? So he weighs 1,750 pounds. He's one of the biggest camels in North America, probably the biggest. And then this is Abu. Are you eating, Abu? Good morning, Abu. Abu's a sweetheart, and he will follow us around the property like a puppy dog to protect us from the emus. What are baby kangaroos called? They're called joeys. And this is Tyler. Dude looks like a lady. That's the white llama. Excuse me, the white alpaca. And then the llama, the black one back there, is Llama Del Rey. Shawnee, you're planning a visit in April. You will love it, especially for a birthday. It's a blast. And then let's see if we can come in here. I want to show you guys the birds too, because they're pretty cool. Give me just a second to get these tripod fixed. I'm so sorry. There we go. So this is Tiki and Skittles. They are both macaws. Tiki is the scarlet macaw and Skittles is the Catalina macaw. And they hang out in here and make lots of noise, and occasionally when we do farm tours, we fly them down the barn. So two different people stand at opposite ends, and the birds fly back and forth, and it's pretty cool to see these awesome birds just flying. Well, thank you, sis. We try, and we're trying to make it better for you guys too. And I have Zoe's food, or I have something all over me, so if you hear brushing, it's me trying to get all this junk off of myself. Look how sweet these guys are. So if you're just joining us, we're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. We are open to the public. We have lodging and over 125 animals. You just need to go to our website and book whatever you'd like to do. Thank you, sis. We try to have some fun here. We have a lot more exciting things on the way too. I just need to figure out how to clone myself to get them all done. Do we have any water animals like that permanently live in the water? No, not really. We have tortoises. We have some geckos, some iguanas. We're working on getting some snakes and some different things like that. But right now we don't have any water animals. Would love some otters though. I think that would be awesome. But we're working with what we got. I think sloths and camels and zebras and kangaroos are still pretty cool though. Kelly, you should. And there's a ton more videos all over any of our social media. And on YouTube, we're making stuff for educational content. So when you look on the playlist, if it says safe for kids, we're trying to make those be more educational content. Hey, Mandy, we're located in Benton, Tennessee halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Is Zoe a rescue? Nope, Zoe's not a rescue. We really don't have that many rescues because people hold the animals and interact with them. A lot of times rescues, you don't know if they've been beaten, taken care of, or abused. Occasionally, you know, people bring us different animals that we do help out. But Zoe came from a veterinarian who has been working with sloths for over 30 years, and we consider most of our animals to be ambassador animals. So we use the animals to educate people about why you should not destroy things and make sure that they still have a great environment to live in. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, thank you everybody for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Pretty sure we'll be going live later on here soon. But how far from Nashville? Maybe 2.5 hours. You also can fly into Chattanooga. Some people do that. You're welcome, sis, and thank you so much for moderating. Guys, we'll be back on, I'm sure, later on, but I'm going to try to get some more stuff set up for y'all. And we'll have a bunch of shirts soon.